So today, okay, I want to talk about setting goals. Okay, today is the first day that you and I are setting our goals for our life. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because I know a lot of us talk about I'll start it tomorrow or maybe next year, maybe next month. But if you keep saying that, you are never going to start. There is no better time than now, than the present. So what I need you to do, I actually got, oh look, let me show you guys. I wasn't going to show you this, but look, I got a little tote bag. It says Honolulu right there on it. They have actually pretty cool, they have pretty lit Goodwills here. I'm somebody who likes Goodwill shopping, so they're shopping. I got that at the Goodwill. It's pretty dope. Okay, I also got these at the Goodwill for like 70 something cents. This and this, okay? I got this pen at the Goodwill too. It was like 5 cents, I think. It's a packet of them for 5 cents. It's Spider-Man. So, what we're gonna do, what I want you to do, okay, is I want you to write down your goals today. We're starting today. We're not waiting for the next day. We're starting today. Write down your goals. And no goal is too big or too small, right? Write down your goals. And right now it's the Lionsgate portal, which means that it's the perfect time to manifest. It's the perfect time to leave things behind and to start the life that you've always wanted, right? Because the life that you've always wanted is just waiting for you to want it back. Okay. So I need you to journal, whether that's like in your notebook or on your phone or on your laptop, or even if it's like a vision board, because I know a lot of people use vision boards. I need you to do that. Not when the new year starts, today. It's time to lock in and do it today. So write down today all of your dreams, write down all of your goals, and when you're writing it down, I need you to write down next to it or underneath it the qualities that version of you has in order to keep these goals coming. Like if that was you right now, what would you be? What would you be saying? What would you be doing? Write it down, right? And then so don't think so far into the future. Don't think about, oh, but I don't have this goal yet, or what if I won't get this goal in 6 months, or I wonder how it's going to be in a year. That's none of your business. You don't need, the future is none of your business. Your consciousness is in the now. It's in the present moment. So what we're going to do in order to reach our goals, we're going to do it day by day, right? Because the past produces the present, and the future is a product of the present. The present is a product of the past, and the future is a product of the present. Does that make sense? I hope I said that right. So there's no other time than the present moment, right? And they say, I know I said this before, the observer effect. So the observer effect is whatever you put your consciousness towards, your reality, it's going to become your reality. So there's many particles, and if we put our attention towards achieving these goals, the universe has no other choice but to deliver them to you, because you truly believe that this is you and you can accomplish it, right? Even if it hasn't happened yet, be delusional. You know how they say be delusional? It's because you do need to be delusional. Be so delusional and envision yourself. The qualities that you wrote down, envision that as if it's you. Or sometimes what I like to do is create a character in my head, like I'm playing that character in a movie, and what would that character be? Like, she has all of this, right? Because sometimes it might be easier to envision that rather than envision something we are if we haven't achieved it yet, right? So do that and do it every day. Wake up every day and be in the present moment. What would I do today? Only focus on today. Okay. And to kick it up a notch, which is something I want to start doing at nighttime, have another journal. Rewrite everything you've accomplished and everything you're going to release. And do that every day. Because you're bringing your attention towards that, right? Your brain doesn't know whether you're telling it's a lie or if it's a truth. So if you're constantly telling your brain, your subconscious, that you are this version, that you are achieving it, that you're going to achieve it, if you constantly remind yourself that you can do it, if you're constantly putting in the discipline, even when you're not motivated, you're constantly putting in the discipline, you are training your subconscious mind, you are training deep within you those neural signals to believe in yourself, to believe that this is who you truly are, right? And it's all about vibrational alignment. So if you are vibrationally aligned and you believe that this is you, then the universe has no other choice but to deliver. And don't get fooled though. You don't need to 100% be like, this is who I am. I think part of the journey of your goals being delivered is, you going through these phases where you believe a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. So through that journey, your blessings, your goals are being delivered to you. They just might look a little different. But as long as you're continuously on this journey of trying your best to achieve this, it's gonna happen. So write that down. It is time for us to have a really hard talk with ourselves. And I say this because I know my page is about love, and my page is about being gentle with myself and, giving grace to ourselves. But also, there's a balance. Remember, for every softness, we have to be very hard and tough also. It's learning the balance between them. So you need to have a difficult conversation and say, what am I doing that's keeping me stuck? That I'm not putting my full belief in myself. What am I doing? Also, am I going to be like the majority of population who settles for average? And that's not to say that we're better or they can't achieve it, because they can. But why don't people achieve it? Because they're scared of failure, because they're scared of being cringe, because they're scared of being seen. Whatever wound is there, that's why they don't achieve it. So are you going to be the percentage that settles for average? Or are you going to be that top percentage, 5%, 10, 1%, however much it is, I don't know, who's going to wake up at 4 a.m., maybe to go outside and journal, to manifest, to meditate, to go to the gym, who's maybe gonna stay a little late after work because your goal is to have a house and you want to hustle, whatever it is, whatever your goal is. Are you going to be the percentage of population who does what the average doesn't do, right? You need to have that conversation with yourself and say, what's going to set me aside? What do I need to do in order to set me aside so I can reach these goals? And when you're doing this, always remember, do it with integrity, with empathy, with love, and being humbleness. And I say that because I truly believe a lot of our purpose here is to find our voice, our gift, our strength, is to find who we are, is to be like on the forefront. So then we can share our gifts to hopefully inspire others. And we do that through love, through humbleness, it's okay to know that you are different from the crowd. That's okay. Different doesn't mean that you're better. Different means that your goals are different, that you want different things, that you're going to achieve it, that you're not going to settle. That's okay to know that you're more determined and you're different. But at the same time, when you know that, always keep an open mind that anybody else can achieve this. So by doing that, you share your gifts, because the whole purpose is to help other people heal so they can experience peace and love and joy and happiness. That's the reason why we're here, right? So sometimes a lot of us are the first generation to be the ones that say, fuck it, I'm gonna follow my heart, to be the healers, to be the ones that, go to college or don't go to college, who fucking knows, right? To be the ones that follow your heart and take the route that a lot of people don't take. And sometimes that might be a little lonely when we're achieving our goals, because we don't have anybody to look up to. It might be lonely because you're paving the way for other people. It's your job to pave the way. You are going to be somebody else's a success story, survival guide, whatever it is, a success guide. You know what I mean? It's going to be you. But you have to summon up the courage enough to do it, to wake up every day and say, okay, what can I do today to achieve that goal? What step can I do today? What's going to set me apart? Maybe I need to stop being on my phone so much. Maybe I need to go outside. Maybe I need to spend a few hours on reading books rather than doing something else, right? Maybe I need to start speaking positivity into my life. Maybe I need to remove these people from my life because they're toxic and negative. It takes somebody tough to do this, because that means releasing a lot of old friends, old versions of you, old belief patterns. It means releasing them. So like killing the old versions of us so the new ones can be born. And that's really hard because that involves being uncomfortable. And majority of the population, the ego loves to be comfortable. So it's okay that you're uncomfortable. Remember, uncomfortable equals growth. It's okay. If you want to achieve your goals, you have to be uncomfortable, my friend. You have to be uncomfortable. You have to just do it. Even if you're scared of how it's going to turn out, or nobody's cheering you on, because I'm always going to be cheering you on. And I see Bashar a lot. I don't know if you guys listen to Bashar, but he had said, if you are following your dreams, your heart, your highest passion, act upon it every day. Act upon it, act upon it, act upon it, with no insistence on how it's supposed to turn out. Because if you're insistent on how it's supposed to turn out, you're just going to hold it. You're setting yourself up for failure if it doesn't turn out that way. And I'm at fault. That's why I've been lacking on this, because I expect things to happen the way that I want it to. And that's a big lesson for me to learn. That's not my job to focus on how it's going to turn out. My job is to only do it. Is to only take part in it. Is to only put action. Remember, we can dream all we want. We can, and that's okay. It takes a lot for us to dream in order to change our subconscious. But once your subconscious is changed, we are physical beings. So that means you need to take physical action, whatever that looks like. Open the door to your creativity to allow that river of alignment, of creative flow to come in, right? Remove that dam so the river can flow in. And that could look like anything. That's why a few days ago I created that video of nature, because that's something, I'm doing something creative, right? So now I'm opening the door so other creative things could flow in. You have to open the door. You're an artist. And I saw another girl, her name is Brittany, on YouTube. She kind of does what I do. And during COVID, I discovered her. Like, we've been on the same path, like kind of resonate. And she's an amazing person. And here and there, like, I'll watch her videos just because I feel stuck. And it's crazy because she was saying a few videos ago how and I resonated with it, how she's an artist, right? We're all artists. She's an artist. And I knew that. And I was like, okay, like, tell me more. She's like, she's an artist. And I cringe myself out sometimes. I'm so sorry. She's an artist, and how that means she's not bound by any rules with this creative stuff. She's not bound by any rules. So she could post whatever she wants and however it comes out. And that was something I needed to hear, because we're all artists. We're not stuck by any rule. We're not stuck. I know people say stick to a niche. Honestly, maybe don't. Maybe stick to whatever. Maybe your niche is not being a niche, right? Stick to whatever you feel like you are. Don't be so focused and compare yourself to other people's goals. Just do you and whatever speaks to you, because you're still going to be lost if you're comparing yourself and you're trying to fit in a box. Don't fit in a box. I think this is the year of the years coming up, the collective consciousness of authenticity. And that means not really being niche, right? Maybe back in the day in 2016, niche was a big thing, but maybe it's not being niche anymore. Maybe it's just being authentic. Authenticity is my niche. And so, yeah, do that and see where it takes you. See where this creative flow goes. And so some of my goals for this year, for just now, okay, is posting consistently on YouTube. I'm going to start really posting on TikTok, not as much, because I was focused on TikTok and YouTube, TikTok and YouTube, and because I was focusing on it, I wasn't posting anything. See, that's the thing. Sometimes I get into a freeze mode. So that's what I'm saying. Don't focus on so many things in the future. Just focus on one thing right now. And the one thing that I want to focus on is my YouTube, my fitness, which I'm starting. I got the DJI, which I was actually waiting for, but my fitness YouTube and my healing YouTube. I'm just going to post and be consistent. And so by October, when I turn 28, we'll see how it goes. My goal is to be fully consistent posting by that on 2 platforms. And, see where that goes. My goal is to just be artistic. I'm a little autistic too, but that's another video. Is to be artistic and to let my creative flow go. Is to manifest every morning, right? To wake up, to meditate, to decrease my screen time, because I wasn't on my phone for a long time, and then I kind of got sucked back into that so freaking quick, and I don't want to do it. So that's part of my goal again, is to not be on my phone, is to swap my phone with a book, with reading. I actually got a book. Hold on, let me show you guys. It's a cool book. I think you guys, look. Okay, I got this book. Dun, 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 dun. It's called The Heart of the Buddhist Teaching. And if you know me, I have a lot of books. I didn't bring them with me to Hawaii, but I have a lot of spiritual books. And when I was really learning about myself, it's when I was reading. Lately, I feel as if I'm resonating a lot with Buddhist teachings because they're all about being in the present moment and not ignoring your pain and suffering and being with it, but then also disconnecting from it, but not. I don't really know how to explain it. It's about everything that I talk about. So I'm interested in that. And oh, look, this tattoo right here too is, from what I remember, is Hinduism, maybe Buddhism. I think it's Buddhism because I remember when I first got it when I was 18. I looked it up and it's the lotus flower and the unalome. I could be wrong, but I know it has something to do with that. And before I knew anything back then, this tattoo resonated with me a shit ton. Like, I got it because, and I didn't know anything about spirituality. I didn't know anything about who I was. It was like my very first spiritual awakening when I started smoking weed a lot. And then I got the tattoo, and little did I know, many years later, it would really resonate. So it's kind of crazy how we kind of overlap in that sense. We know things, our soul knows things, we resonate, but at the same time, if our ego doesn't know, it's gonna come out later, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, okay. To get back to what I was saying, start your goals today. Start it today. Set it out. And maybe every week you need to rescript what it is you want to accomplish. Maybe the night before you script what you want to accomplish the day after, whatever it is. Maybe when you wake up, you have a whiteboard. There was one time when I got two boards, plastic paper boards, the one, the presentation boards, and I hung them on my wall, and I wrote everything of what I am today, all the I ams, what I'm going to accomplish, and I read it every day before I left to the gym, out the door. And a year later, well, 2 years now, that is everything that I am. You have to rewire your subconscious. You have to tell yourself this stuff, because eventually you will start believing it. And that's another book I want to read is Supernatural by Joe Dispenza, because he gets into that, like the brain and stuff like that. And although I can only speak about my experiences and how I've experienced my subconscious belief changing by what I've done, I kind of want to know the scientific behind it. So I want to start reading that and share it with you guys. But yeah, I believe in you. So believing in yourself, it starts today. Do it today. No and or if or buts about it. Do it today. Sit your butt down and do it today. Because if you don't do it today, when are you going to start? Tomorrow? You're just going to keep telling yourself that story. Tomorrow. Start today, my friend. Okay. I love you guys so much. We're going to start being consistent. Yeah, okay, that's about it. I love you, and I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you guys next video. Bye, everybody.